Hi everyone, it's Tarnished Treasures, and today I went to the hospital rummage sale. It is back to how it has always been, with a sale on a few weekends in the spring and a sale on a few weekends in the fall. So I think that this is the patron day, so if you donated, then you got to go this weekend. Public sale is open next weekend, so I could go to that. And then the following weekend, I believe, is like half price and fill a bag, something like that. So I got these Williams Sonoma napkins, and I like to use these as towels in the kitchen. I tend to do more simple napkins in the dining room, but I love this fabric and how it absorbs. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, and I like the imagery. So I'll probably just make these some kitchen towels for Christmas time. So we have the 6th day, and I love how the numbers are in gold, kind of a bronzy gold. And I like the collage of imagery. These were $5, so that means 6 napkins. Each napkin was less than $1 a piece. And they look really good. Like, I don't really notice any stains or anything like that. And I had these on the top of my bag as I was walking around, and a lot of people commented how beautiful they were. I found some beautiful silver frames. They all have velvet on the back, and they are marked, some of them KFL, so I looked that up. It's vintage. It's from England, and so this one has the little lion mark, and it has a capital N. So when I look online, looks like some of these are from the 80s and the 90s. So as I watched Pamela Blanchard's live sale last night, I sat and polished up all of this silver, and I didn't do a fabulous job. It was just so many to polish, but I got at least the top sparkling, and then I'll spend a little bit more time probably with a cloth to get here. This one was $2, $1, $1, $1. And when people donate, that's the donor number, so they all had 21s on them. So I believe that somebody just took photographs out and donated the whole collection. At Thanksgiving, I like to decorate with family photographs. So now I have a bunch of frames that will either go on the mantle, or downstairs we have some bookshelves, and I'm just going to fill them up with pictures of our family. There was this beautiful bud vase, and I saw it from behind, and I said, I really like that shape. I was looking at one at the flea market last weekend, and it was sterling, and they wanted $25. So I passed on that. It was smaller than this. And I thought, well, this one is nice. And when I got it home, I realized that it's actually engraved with some initials. Looks like it says MAP. So that was a nice little surprise. 75 cents. And these are a grouping of the larger sterling frames that I found. $2, $1.50, $3, and $2. This one was the most tarnished, and sometimes I just feel like, oh, these are not going to get clean. The whole thing looked like what's down in those grooves. I was able to get the polish up on the top, and I'm just going to have to work on it just a little bit more. And then down there it says 925 sterling. Oh, I think that says Mexico underneath. Yes. And this one is so cute with the little cherubs and the heart. And none of them have been engraved, so maybe I will take them to the jewelry store and engrave them. Look at that face down there. And then these are the last two of the silver frames with the velvet. $2 and $2. I think this one might be my favorite. So they definitely have that like Art Nouveau throwback feeling to them to make them look older. And I love the velvet, and I say that this one's my favorite, but honestly, I just love them all together. I just think they have that romantic look. After the rummage sale, I did stop by some community sales and a church flea market. So I have a ton to still share with you from the hospital. I actually went back today as well, but I just had this up here, so I will share it. It is a Hallmark ornament. Must Play Amazing Grace. It has this hymn book on top, needs to be dusted, and I paid 10 cents for it. It will need a new battery because when I press the button on the side, it doesn't play. But we have, I think, a red piano that plays 3 Christmas songs. We just love it. I've always loved stuff like this when I was a kid, so I wasn't going to pass that up for 10 cents, especially how expensive Hallmark ornaments and the ones that make sound and move are today. I found 4 flower frogs. They were all marked at $1 a piece. So we've got, I'll say a medium green and a medium silver. We've got a taller silver one. And then I don't think I have one this size where it's kind of low and a little bit wider. So $1, that made me really happy. And then I got 2 of these hobnail vases. I have a vase from my husband's grandmother that is the same color and everything. So this will be really nice to add to it. But I love the opalescence and that cranberry color. Oh, and that's really funny. This is from the same person who had the, oh my gosh, this is so funny. This is from the same person who had the picture frames. So I got both of those. And now look what I'm noticing. These little birds have the 21 as well. And I'm pretty sure that's exactly what that number means, is like that donor number has a number. So I clearly like whatever this person had. What's neat about these is that they might be Fenton. I'm not I don't know. But I have heard from watching other people's channels that they are made by hand, and you can see that even though the color and the size and shape are similar, the differences in the openings right here. And I really don't know if they're Fenton or not, but I would say yes. I know some stuff is marked, but maybe that's more of the modern things. I don't know. And I don't know what these would be beyond just figurines. They just have a really interesting look right there on the bottom. I don't know if you could just use those to decorate your flower pots. Too bright over there. So they were 75 cents a piece, and I picked up all 3. I thought that they would be nice for decorating or for some type of sculpture or creation. I found 2 bottles of black ink for $1, and they're glass bottles that have the ink, so I will definitely use that. And I believe that I found one there back in the spring. I'm not going to pass up inexpensive art supplies, especially nice old ones in great containers. A bottle of Essie nail polish that has a lot of polish in it for $1, and at Target I believe these are up to $8 or $9 a bottle, and it is a great color, very similar to what I'm wearing now, which I love this color, Sally Hansen Oxblood, but I'm starting to run out, so I have to see if I can find it, because I think after a while they change names and colors, so I haven't been able to find it at the store. So this one is called Velvet Voyeur. Some memo pads. I have found ones like this before. I like to just use those for little notes at school, and then when I'm done I can recycle it. 6 little pads in there for 75 cents. There was this tassel in really nice condition, and it was 75 cents. This piece I think is really fun for Halloween because of the colors. So I will probably stick that where I put those little art supplies, or just add it to a display. And the red dot means that someone has come through and sort of appraised it, or just, I guess, said it was old. And that is marked India on the back. And I'm noticing this little bag. This was the only bit of vintage Christmas I found. It was the first thing that I picked up, and it has a 21 as well. So I got to find something that's got a different number. So I know that that means that's like 1 donor, that I love everything they had. In that bag, I found this little girl, and I would bet she's probably German. These 4 little angels, which will go perfectly in my little box that was sent to me that had these Japanese angels, and I have amassed some already, but it will be interesting to see if I look at the images on the outside, if any of these match better than what I have. I do see 2 are missing a wing, but that doesn't bother me, and they're all marked Japan on the bottom. And then there is this one Santa that will have to be repaired, but it looks like he's all there. He just needs his little head. And this was the one that I could see in the bag, and it was stamped made in German Democratic Republic. Yes, and I believe everything is there. It just needs a little head repair. All right, now I'm not convinced that that means one person donated it and that was their number, because I'm seeing it on this new candle. I'm seeing it on some other things. So I wonder what it means. I'm going to definitely have to go back to that sale, and I'm just going to ask somebody. I was happy to find this Fraser Fir candle by Times. I love this scent. I'm pretty sure that I recommended this scent in one of my Christmas favorites for the 5 senses. So the candle at the top is a little hard to get off with one hand, but it is unburned. It smells great, and it was $1.50. A cage style flower frog for $1, and I like to use those spiky ones to put ephemera in for display, but something like this is actually going to work nice, like when I actually do arrange flowers in a vase. And I got some really cool ribbon. I don't know what fabric this is. I don't know if this was larger pieces that was cut into ribbons. I've always wondered about this kind of satiny, stiff fabric. So if anyone knows, I'm very curious to hear what exactly I have found. I thought that they had some great like color coordination and patterns. And so I picked up, they had some solids, but I picked up all the patterns. So we have one that kind of looks like candy corn colors, and a green and orange. This one that has a faux wood grain, faux bois. Another orange, but this one's a darker orange than the first one, and a purple. I don't know what I'll do. I just thought that that was a whole lot of color and pattern inspiration, and I paid $2.50. I was really happy to find this scalloped mirror. I have one a little bit similar, but I hang it on the wall. So this one is on a stand. It's like a portable shaving mirror with a very dangerous edge. So I am looking for a round one on a stand, but I will take a rectangular one on a stand, and I will definitely take it for $7. I also found some other frames that weren't silver. These small ones were $3. And they have, I don't know what's on the inside. There's no glass, but that's what the back looks like. Very old. There's a tack in there. And this one has a really interesting stand as well. And this one was $2, and it has a very similar top to another older one. Just the glass, I guess you just put it behind, and you can hang it or have a stand. So I was so happy when I saw those. I actually found those frames. Actually, I think I found these 2 small ones first. So that is part 1 of my haul. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for part 2. Bye.